So here we are, guys, with my 2001 XR650R. I'm going to change the rear tire. Yeah, still has decent life, but I like to have a lot of knob. So I'm going to, change out the tire. I have it over there. I showed it in a picture. Let it focus with my finger out, but it's a K270 just like this one. So first thing we'll need, very important, is an axle wrench. I just bought a Good Craftsman one, cut it down to size, and it was a 27 mil. And believe it or not, this is what I carry around. It's pretty heavy, but that's what I carry in my flight vest. Works on both bikes. I will also need a 10 mil for the adjuster screw for this end of it, side of it. And for the adjuster nut is a 12. It goes on like so. I need some tire spoons. I'll also get a bucket. Got a 10 mil. Actually, I don't need the lock nuts are actually for these Phillips right there. Because there's threaded inserts in this plastic guide. Just move that out of the way. And pull your axle out like that. Take your chain, pull it off the sprocket, like so. Move it out of the way. And looks like the dust cap might have come out some. So we'll adjust that, fix that. The wheel spacers out of the wheel, one on either side. This one the sprocket side. And the other tip, might be hard to get, camera, might be hard to get your brake disc out of your caliper because mine is pretty worn, so the end here is much thicker than the middle section, so I was having a little difficulty pulling it out. These are really thick to begin with, but they work pretty good. Braking brand. So another thing you want to do, guys, is use some brake cleaner. Clean off your bits, your adjuster block, your axle, your spacers. Check the wear. Mine are getting grooves in them. I've seen worse, so I'll probably get new one of those over the winter or something. Clean around your axles. Another thing for the XR650R is take these bolts out and see if any water drains out. Yeah, you might have water in there. Those might get rusty on the inside. I've only ever done it once. Mine only had water on, I think, one side. So let's do that now. Let's see what size that is. Yeah, it's a 10. But I'll need an extension piece. Okay, so have your extension, put it on. No water, but it is black in there. What I'll do is I'll take some anti-seize, put it on the end. There's like one thread on it or it's in between, so a little bit of thread came out. These just get corroded. Some people have had it really rusty. Depends how often you're in water, and water will drain out when they take those out. So you might want to check that. You don't really have to play with the adjuster nut. So get those cleaned up. Like I said, I'm going to probably wire brush those two screws off and then put the anti-seize on. So after using a wire brush like this, yeah, I'm not looking for perfect. Take my anti-seize, which is something like that. Put some on the threads. Just a amount like that. It is spread out. This is where I want to be careful. You should always do it by hand at the beginning. There we go. That way you don't cross thread anything. If you know your drill, you can go all the way in. So now I'll go wire brush this one and put it back too with the anti-seize. So you'll want your tire irons and your valve stem tool. Of course, some caps like this guy have one, but they're pretty shitty. I wouldn't rely on that. And just pull out the whole valve stem core like that. And that's my high pressure tube. This is my low pressure, that gives the tire its inflation. Now, valve stems are valve stems, so if you have it's leaking, you can't tighten it down. You can actually buy just the valve stem core and put a new core in, or if you have a spare tube, take that one, put it in. The tool itself has what removes the valve stem core, threads on this side, so you can clean out the inside threads if you need to. This end lets you do the outside if you need to clean off those threads. Honestly, I've never actually even used those. And I think this side just lets you let air out by hitting the valve stem core valve. So the idea with a tire is you always want it to go down into the drop center as much as possible. So many ways you can do that. To unbead a tire, you can use a kickstand. You can stand on it. Don't worry about your sprocket. It's not going to get bad. See, 180 pounds, 190 pounds. I think I weigh. Did that side. I'm more worried about the brake rotor actually when I do tires. Also, and the balance on the bucket too if you're really worried. Yeah. And once you get one spot, you typically get it all except for the rim lock, which tubeless is built into this stem. And I think that is a 15. Just like that. It's good doing these tires because I just noticed something else with the bike. This silly dust seal also came slightly out. Really don't know how that's possible. I've never had that happen. But I will fix that at the end. And finish up with this. I want some lube. Give me some good old lube. The good stuff. You can use all sorts of stuff. You can use dish soap, like Dawn. You can use WD-40. Suppose just about anything that'll lubricate. You can use the goodish KY jelly. Whatever you want. WD doesn't cost much at Costco. Get like a 3-pack. Okay. Now you want to start at the rim lock so you're able to pull out, and this side will drop into the drop center of the rim. The drop center is the center of the rim because it goes in. It gives you enough room to uninstall or put on a tire. Now, because I have tubeless, I don't want to grab the red carcass that's in there. So I kind of look in. Okay, I'm not grabbing. You see, you can use the sprocket to hold your tire iron. Let's see. Yep, good on this side. Maybe that was too big of a bite. Go there. Yeah, that was good. There we go. I was taking too big of a bite. Admittedly, you will get a little dirty doing this. And sprockets, watch out. It's always fun getting a bloody knuckle. Same with actually the brake. But sprockets stick out a lot bigger, so I tend to hit those easier. And maybe you've never seen this way of uninstalling a tire or lube. But I just flipped it over, you noticed. Let's see, rim lock's there. And you just go around. It's really not that hard. Done. Pound it down like that. Drop the whole rim inside of the center of the tire. So grab the rim, take your hand, push away, foot there, and just pull the rim out. Just like that. Throw that tire off to the side. Take your new tire, my 4.5 by 18 inch K270 Kinda. I really like this tire. Fine, tires are like oil. You find people poo-poo in every tire. I find this has pretty good grip, big lugs, works pretty dang well. Put a barcode there. Yeah. Make sure you have no labels on the bead area. Is this up, slide it there. I like to clean off the inside of the rim. Again, WD-40 works really good there. You know, the reason I do this is, you know, dirt gets in there and stuff. Plus, I'm kind of inspecting the inside. Tubeless rim tape is getting kind of on the old side. Luckily, being the rear tire, with a thick sidewall tire, I should be able to ride out. The rim lock on this thing is a beast. See anything obvious, kind of just clean along the rim, bead area, you know, you get stuff out of there. The tubeless system comes with this. Supposedly aids you getting in the rim into the tire. Are these directional tires? I do not believe so. K270, I don't think they are. Tread pattern's the same either way. Seeing as I don't do street bikes anymore. So I've changed a lot of tires. So push down on the tire. Rim locks on the bottom when it's the tubeless system. And you take your tire iron and you just push down as you pull the surface. And see, it went right in. Pop out the tool they give you that comes with each tubeless. And let's see, I want to finish to the rim lock, so I want to start here. Yeah, I got some good stuff for that. I got some Nomar tire paste, because I had a Nomar tire changer at one point. But this stuff's pretty cool. It's I think it's all natural. And it lubes up your bead area. Yeah, you can tell I've done a lot of tires because that's, you know, there's not much left in that. There we go. Kind of walk it on. It goes like that. It's not that hard. Same on this side. Actually, it takes me longer to put the lube on, but kind of just put it under my leg sitting here. This is usually the more of the pain. Can get the Motion Pro Bead Buddy, I think it's called. I'm wondering about that. See, I just kind of use my leg. I do have the Nomar yellow thing. It just doesn't work well on dirt tires. Oops. Well, all right. And done. I mean, other than putting in back in the valve cores. Another thing a lot of people don't do is you might see over here while I was spinning around the rim, I have wheel weights, 2 equal strips, and if you notice it's on the opposite side of the rim lock. I've never had to change those. I mainly ride off-road. It stays close enough. I do notice a difference with it and without. Especially if I get like on the highway for a little bit or pavement. The back wheel would hop. I used to have the balancer and all that. I don't anymore, but you could do that right on the bike by spinning the rim or putting it on a rod and spinning it and see what end goes down is the heaviest. Pretty easy, guys. It's not hard at all. So go ahead, dive in and try it yourself. One thing I forgot to point out is tying your rim lock first before you do inflation. So you might wonder how far you go. You usually can see it bulging out on the tires. Remember, I don't have a tube, so I'm not worrying about grabbing the tube or anything. That's perfect there, so yep, now I'll go ahead and air this up and get back to installing everything. Another tire changing tip that a lot of people don't realize. So I just replaced the 2 plastic caps. A good cap, I happen to find a set of these. I don't know why I have them. They're from a car probably 3 cars ago. Found a box with some old lug nuts. Found these brand new in a package. Valve stems, but they have the cap. They have caps, nice caps, heavy duty or heavy in weight, and you won't be able to see, but inside the bottom there's a rubber seal, and so when you screw that on, like I did there, it makes a good airtight seal. And so let's say that core goes out, you get a slow leak. This will hold in the air. So it won't matter that the core has a slow leak. You know, you get that very light and people try to fine tune it. Let's say you can't do that on the trail. Well, you wouldn't even know for one on the trail because this would be on. Now, aircraft tubes come with really heavy duty, actually more heavy duty than this. And that's the idea, is it seals. And if that core fails on an airplane, it's backup. You got the cap that is holding in your tire, keeping your pressure in. So it's very good to do that on your bike. My gas is already like that, actually with some aircraft valve caps that the brother-in-law got me. But I don't know why more adventure riders don't do that, or just guys on the dirt. It's well worth it. Pick up some that have the rubber seal in the bottom, so when you're tying that on, it's not going to leak. Doesn't matter about that valve, the valve core. So that's another tip, guys. A lot of people don't think about that. Well worth the money spent. I can't imagine it being more than a couple bucks each nowadays. Let's say even if it's $5 each, you only have 2 tires, $10. Not a big deal. Or find yourself an airplane mechanic, and when they're tossing out some tubes, have them save you the caps. can do that too. That's how I got my other ones. Hey guys, back once again. Reseated my seal here, cleaned it off, ran some paper towels hosed down with some brake cleaner through there with a long screwdriver. So that's cleaned out of any dirt, you know, and old grease. I'll go ahead and put some new grease on my axle and go ahead and start putting this guy back together. Okay guys, I got the wheel back on. I changed around my axle, usually the nuts on the other side. I just didn't. Actually, it's been on the wrong side ever since we put it back together late at night last year on Breckenback. I'll want to follow that up actually with a wrench to make sure. Now I just have to adjust the chain, which I'm going to use a cool little tool from Motion Pro. You can kind of use the dashes, dirt bikes, race bikes, and those are pretty inaccurate. I don't know why they suck at making those. This is just a plastic screw, so you got to be careful. You just go over the chain. But to give you an idea, I'll take the camera off, get that around. And so that's how you'd look. As you can see, it's going off that direction now. And it just helps you get that chain straight. The chain is straight, the tire's running straight, the axle's thus straight. I'll zoom in over on the gas to show you. Those are the marks on the gas. Not too accurate. The XR here is a lot better. And some street bikes are good. Some street bikes, like sport bikes, can be like shit. Can be like the gas. I don't know. It's attention to detail when they're manufactured, and it should be better. So I'll take my 10, my 12, and really right now I just have to do the outer one, because that's what's going to push on the axle. Now a bike like a Suzuki DRZ 400, it actually has a thing you just rotate, and it has notches. Much easier actually. Now you probably can't really fine tune that setup, but really that's all you need. And I don't think you have to be too picky. Definitely spin the tire last time. I think that's pretty in the center, pretty much in the center there. If I were to put that on, that looks pretty good. So now it's just whether I have enough play or not, or too much. But we'll try there for now. Or whatever you're doing back here, and you've spread the caliper apart, make sure you recheck that. Nothing like starting up, going down to the iron driveway and being like, I have no brakes. So hey guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and check out my other videos.